London has taken its first step towards a local lockdown after a borough asked people not to visit other households. With every part of the capital now an area of concern on the government watch list, residents in Tower Hamlets, East London, have been advised to avoid visiting other households by the local council. In an open letter, the borough's Mayor John Biggs asked people to avoid visiting other households unless absolutely necessary due to a rise in coronavirus cases. Tower Hamlets' rate for the 7 days to September 28 was 44.0 cases per 100,000 people, up from 38.5 the previous week. Mr. Biggs called the situation a matter of life and death, and said urgent action was required, adding that the borough had one of the highest levels of COVID-19 in London. He wrote, "Despite a fall over the summer, we are seeing cases of COVID-19 rise, and we need to accept that the situation is once again worsening." Tower Hamlets now has one of the highest levels of COVID-19 in London. As a second rise in infections hits us, we must take all steps necessary to limit the spread of the virus and protect those most at risk. Mayor of London Sadiq Khan and councils in their capital have urged the government to implement additional measures for Londoners. A spokesperson for Mr. Khan warned last week that London was at a very worrying tipping point and immediate action was needed to regain control of the virus. He insists the capital should fight the virus as one city despite some boroughs reporting much lower infection levels than others. But some MPs feel that not all Londoners should have the same restrictions. Nationally, the recent surge in coronavirus cases appears to be starting to slow. Last week there were 8,400 new cases of COVID-19 every day. The Office for National Statistics says down 12% on the 9,600 daily cases recorded in the previous week. Latest COVID-19 figures for the capital show boroughs to the east of the city suffering the highest figures, with Redbridge, Newham and Barking and Dagenham having more than 50 new cases in a week per 100,000 population. In some London boroughs, the levels are less than half as high, with Bromley reporting just under 20 cases per 100,000 people. And the number of new cases confirmed in Camden, Bexley and Kensington and Chelsea have fallen by 11%.